So what was the inspiration for this kitchen? The inspiration was kind of twofold. First of all, I needed a kitchen that was very functional for me as a chef, and I designed it in such a way that it would make it easier for me to do my job. And the second part of that inspiration was, how do we integrate a modern kitchen that has all the modern necessities of today's age into a house that's almost 100 years old and make it look like it fits still? To go to the first part of that equation, the one thing that we designed in this kitchen was I needed a really large gas cooktop with a really large hood, because when I cook, sometimes it generates a lot of heat, a lot of smoke, or other things like that. So this pulls it all out of you so it doesn't stay in the house. The second part of that was having everything have a place in your kitchen, which I know that's a big focus for everyone, but for me in particular, because I have a lot of stuff in my kitchen, and so it's really hard to keep it organized when things don't have a place. And so all the drawers and cabinets were custom designed. So we pull these out. You see there's a spot here for all of the utensils that we have. They're right here for you to have easy access to. All of these down here they're all organized for the pans and lids and things like that. All of these drawers have multiple drawers in drawers, so it really keeps everything organized and nice. The appliances that I chose for this kitchen were the Cafe brand from GE, and that's really just from working with them. They're just a great set of appliances. They look nice. We kind of have a mixed metal thing going on in this kitchen, and so there's mixed stainless steel and gold. And so that kind of went with it. But the cooktop, I love it because it has 6 really functional large burners, not just one that you use all the time and the rest are just kind of useless. The double ovens was a huge one for me. So this is a French door style oven. And so you can use up here. They also have a lower oven in the bottom. Both of them are convection. I think it's really important, especially for what I do. And then of course all the cabinetry is well designed. A spot for everything. Another feature that we have in this kitchen that I personally designed and I wanted here was, sometimes when we host parties, we able to keep things warm for the party, hors d'oeuvres or whatever. And so we installed these little below counter burners where you can actually keep food hot directly on top of the countertop. And so the controls for that are under here. It's just an induction warmer essentially. And so we can put that right in here, and it doesn't mess with having to have a bunch of equipment out. It keeps the space nice and open. And to that point, we added these nice big countertops because we like the way that those look. So initially in the kitchen, there used to be a wall right here, and this was the kitchen part, and this was the dining room part. And then one of the challenges that Top Shelf did a great job with was they knocked this wall out here, but in that wall there was some sewer pipe and some water and some power and stuff running down right here. So we were trying to figure out how we could make that disappear to open this space up. And they did a really awesome job with this. So what they finally ended up doing was getting all this pushed into the wall as close as they could to the side, and then we kind of wrapped it with a brick facade that makes it look like kind of this is what the wall was. In fact, in our basement, this is a lot what our basement wall looks like, so it kind of integrates the rest of the house too. But they did a great job. It was very challenging for them, and they did an amazing job with it. We chose Thermador fridge and freezer, just because it's got a nice size to it. So you open it up and it's got really a lot of space inside, which is really important for me to have a lot of room to keep the items cold that I need to. We have 2 dishwashers, also very important for my business. So cooking generates a lot of dishes, so we can get those knocked out really easily. One of the questions to the second part of the equation of keeping the inspiration for the kitchen is trying to blend together old and new. And so this was when we did it. We got outlets and switch plates from Meljack USA, which is a company that specializes in making modern equipment look like it's really old. And so we had to integrate these into our smart house system, which was a challenge that Top Shelf did a great job of. But you see all the outlets are hidden by these plates right here to make them kind of go away. So living in a construction zone was very challenging for 4 months. And the Top Shelf team did a great job with that. Andy in particular, who was on site almost every day, was really, really passionate about the details and making sure that we were in an environment that we could continue to live in while construction was happening. It was hard enough to be without a kitchen, especially as a chef, but it certainly as any person who lives daily and makes dinner for their family. They in particular, Andy and the Top Shelf team did a great job making sure everything was cleaned up every single day. So the team would come in, they would do their work for that day. Sometimes it was demolishing walls, and then they would clean it all up as if it never happened, except for the wall was now gone. So they did a really great job with that. Any materials that are expensive, you want to make sure you take good care of them. And so these are the ones I chose are actually pretty good. The ovens themselves are smart ovens, so not only are they connected to my phone over the internet, but they also have smart cleaning functions and things like that. So they're pretty easy to take care of. The stainless steel, just keeping it wiped down with stainless steel cleaner and things like that. So just a cleaning routine, I think, is really important. But yeah, most of this stuff kind of takes care of itself anymore these days. I mean, I have already started back to work and preparing food as a private chef for people, and it's so much more efficient to cook in this kitchen. So much more of a joy to cook in this kitchen. Actually, I think that one thing that Top Shelf did a really great job of was making us feel like we were the only project that was happening at the time.